academic institutions, the biggest advantage what we have, that they being the government establishments, it becomes easier for us to corroborate with them. So whatever the funds which we have, we don't have to go through, okay, out of these three, please tell us who is going to give us the best result. So what happens, there is no gem we have to go through. We can connect with any academia directly, like especially the IITs, and it becomes easy for us to give them a fund. So not many places what we have done, we have a system about 65 to 95 MTech students which we have. These students, every year we send to this academia. We give them a problem statement and send out to this environment. We also assure them that minimum approximately 27 crores in one go, we can give you subject to, if I can say that, spiral development or level-based development which is required. Then we have the noodles, in the sense those professors who are having expertise in that, but they do not have resources, they do not have ground to try it out. So we provide them the platform, we provide them the funds, and we provide them also the expertise in terms of students who can carry out research and development. So as of today, with every IIT what I have about 2 to 3 MOUs with every IIT on various issues which we are working out. And I told you the example of Summer, I told you the example of SDR, told you the example of Ramjet technology. All these essential technologies or niche capabilities what we require, we are working out with all those people. But it's not only ending there. We have the startups which provide us with some idea. They say, okay, this is what idea we have. Can you use it? I said, okay, let's sit around and let's see the Apple approach what you talked about. Okay, this is what is there. This is how I can utilize it. So I sit with him and make him develop in such a manner that it becomes of some utility.
Thank you very much, General Dwivedi, for spending so much time and answering our questions. There are some questions that have come from the audience, but I know that Rekha is also pushing me to maybe see if we could maximize the time that we have with you. There's a question that came from the audience on geopolitics, and I don't know if you want to take that, given the situation that is so volatile in this current environment. But given the parade that we saw in Beijing, and given the reaction of the United States to India, which is possibly a political question, how do you see the future of domains like Quad? That is what the question. Do you see that enhancing into anything more than an economic relationship?
See, we have to understand the difference between the Quad and AUKUS. AUKUS was a military organization, Quad was a political organization, and within that political guidance, see what best can be achieved. So as far as Quad is concerned, it will have a political ramifications, and through which, if we can have some economic kind of a binding or jointness which we can bring in. So that is what it remains as far as the Quad is concerned. As for military organizations are concerned, as for the army is concerned, or the military, India is concerned, if I can say that, we always look at bilateral cooperation for the time being.
Thank you very much, General Dwivedi. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring this session to a close. Please do join me in again thanking
Gaganyaan program sending our own brothers or sisters to space and bring them back safe. And this involves lot of activities, including human rating of the rocket and the environmental control and safety system development. I would like to tell one thing. It was announced on August 15, 2008 by Honorable Prime Minister. That day, as the director of the LPSC, I was in the office doing the honor of hoisting the national flag. So, important functions you don't look at the mobile was inside the car. After 3 hours, I had the access to my mobile. I took the mobile and there was a message in the mobile. And the message was very simple. Honorable Prime Minister has announced this program, the Gaganyaan program. I want to be the astronaut. So, are you allowing me? This was the question. By seeing, I was a little disturbed, not disturbed. And then how to reply? The question was from my daughter who is sitting here. She is also a management expert, Divya. And then I sent a reply. We will discuss in the house in the evening. this is the reply I sent, and evening when I came 7 o'clock, in between she was confirming when I reached home. She was waiting in the hall. She asked, I will send a question, but you gave me a confusing reply. Then I told, what is the confusing reply? Either you should have told yes or no. You are not given that, you told we discuss. Please tell me the engines and rockets, whatever you are designing, will it work or not? This was the question. Now, dear brothers, I want to tell you one thing. Whenever we are working on this program, we are sensitive about the topic. And I have already told my colleagues when I went back yesterday, please think our own children are going to fly in the rocket. So we have to be very careful, and we should have got only success and only success. And we are very, very cautiously and sincerely working. I don't have any doubt we will have perfect successful first mission. And this year December we are going to have the first uncrewed mission, and 2027 first quarter we will have the actual mission. Probably you can see this video. Audience is not working.
अंतरिक्ष में जाएंगे, हाथ में तिरंगा झंडा लेकर के जाएंगे.
This will give you a feel of how the entire mission should happen. That's why I thought better to show this video. So it is our one rocket. We have already completed the development.
The Gaganyaan project of Israel is a giant leap forward, our nation's first human spaceflight mission. This ambitious mission aims to send Indian astronauts into orbit at an altitude of 400 kilometers for 1 to 3 days and return them safely to Earth. Before the manned flight, ISRO is conducting several key test missions, including the integrated airdrop test, pad abort test, and test vehicle flights.
And we have to do carry out
These unmanned missions will ensure all systems meet the highest safety and reliability standards.
80% tests are completed.
2035 तक अंतरिक्ष में
I think will move forward. Now you all know, recently we had a very important mission. Subhasna Sukla's name is well known to everyone, and he is the second Indian to go to space and first Indian sent to International Space Station. The entire credit should go to Honorable Prime Minister. He strongly felt that better to send a person, one of the Gaganyaan 3 out of 4 what we selected to International Space Station, so that we gain confidence before the actual Gaganyaan program. And he was sent to space and he has come back safely. He carried out 7 experiments. But one of the important work done by the Indians are, originally this mission happened on June 25th, and originally it was the rocket launch was scheduled on June 11th, and June 4th, June 10th we came to know the rocket was having a problem. There was a leakage, and it was Indian who insisted for complete correction. And when they inspected the rocket, there was a crack, and finally everything was corrected, and today we have successfully accomplished the mission. But for Indians, it would have been a catastrophic failure, and we are very happy that we are second to none, even holding a RAM rocket and ensuring safety of the astronauts. And our future programs, lot of programs are there. We are going to have a Chandrayaan 4 mission, Venus orbital mission, Chandrayaan 5 mission. Chandrayaan 4 is a sample return mission. Chandrayaan 5 is a KB lander mission. Chandrayaan 3 we had 1600 kg lander. Here it is 6800 kg lander. And the life of Chandrayaan 3 was only 14 days. This will be 100 days. So we are working for all these programs. And we are also working for improving the payload capability of our launches, and reusable launch vehicle technology we are working. And Gaganyaan program, there are 8 missions already approved, and India is going to build its own space station by 2030. We have 52 ton space station, and the first module will be placed in the orbit by 2028. And we are working on a program for sending man to moon and bring him back safely. Honorable Prime Minister has given this direction. And a rocket is already conceived. This rocket is 40-story building height rocket and capable of taking 80,000 kg to lower orbit. You can see the Kudikinar and the rocket height. And the first rocket, what was sent successfully, was having the capability only to take 35 kg to lower orbit. And this rocket can take 80,000 kg to lower orbit. And the space sector reform, that is very, very important. And this is the place we are looking for the economy. And right now we are organizing the private sector and industry startups to do the space activities. In fact, all the 3 rockets what we are having, we are gradually transferring the technology to Indian industries for them to produce. And coming to the missions, India is working, ISRO is working on mission management. This year, there are 12 launches which is targeted this financial. We already completed 3 and remaining we are going to complete before March. I think I will not dwell on this, but one important thing is we are going to have very important mission. A 6,500 kg communication satellite of USA is going to be lifted off from Indian soil within few months purely on commercial basis. And coming to the space economy, when we started our space program, we are not looking on the space economy aspects. We are working only how to serve the common man of this country. We have the technology we have to build from fundamentals. Today, when we assess, out of $440 billion, our share is not only 2%. So we are gradually increasing to 8% by 2033 and 15% by 2040. Towards that, lot of research to be done, lot of very important activities has to take place. And today I am very happy to inform that 450 industrial partners are working with us. And 10 years back we had only 3 startup companies, and now we are having 300 plus startup companies in the country. And by 2040, we have targeted to land India on moon using our own rocket and bringing back safely. This is the target what Honorable Prime Minister has given. We are working towards that. I think the entire space activities to be one side, starting from Bullock and ICT era. Now, our Honorable Minister of State used to make a statement. By 2040, India will be involved with any other country in the space activity, and we will involved. And 2040, we are going to land man on moon. And with Indian flag is going to say, India is going to say that India is going to become a developed country in another few years. That is the message we are going to say by landing by 2040. And really, when you look at, we are having something around 70 projects. So the project management role is a very, very crucial role. When I was the project director of a very important project, as I told, 3 world records, and the entire project was executed with 80% of the allocated budget. Because we know we are very sensitive on cost, every trust we organize after thoroughly analyzing and discussing, looking at the country in the village side. And this sensitiveness is the reason for reducing the launch cost. For example, Mars orbit mission, whatever we have accomplished, Honorable Prime Minister is to make a statement. Per kilometer travel, whatever we have spent is less than half of it. That is because of highly sensitive nature of the heat. And we
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring address.
Narayanan, Chairman ISRO, Mr. Sanjay Kirloskar, past President AIMA, Chairman and Managing Director of Kirloskar Brothers, and fellow delegates. Mr. Narayanan, I think many thanks for joining us today and also for sharing your vision and plans for the Indian space economy with us. It is a fact that there's tremendous amount of progress that's being made by ISRO under your leadership on multiple fronts, whether it's space production, privatization, or in the services area. It was the passion that he spoke with about the humble beginnings for India in the space sector in the 60s, and the kind of projects that he talked about, building our own space station by 2035, landing Indian crew in the moon by 2040, plans to orbit Venus, collect samples on Mars from Mars by 2047, Gaganyaan, Samudrayaan. All of these actually make us all in this room and beyond feel proud to be Indians, and for being pioneers and actually leading the world, not just kind of following them. The results of ISRO's indigenization thrust are particularly impressive and inspiring for all of us in the Indian industry. The fact that you've set up a benchmark as ISRO for the Make in India program by locally developing many technologies is again very commendable. We believe that the Indian industry is also kind of very, very able and capable in order to kind of partner with ISRO on the space program. And thank you to ISRO for actually acting as a catalyst for the Indian space startups. The numbers they talked about, 3 going to 300, is of course a testimony of not just what you guys do, but also the fact that there is a wonderful troika of academia, government and the industry of startups that basically takes this forward. With all these efforts that are going on, in my mind, and I'm sure in all of us here, there is no doubt that India will be a leading player in this space industry. And the target that we're talking about, $44 billion in 2033, should be easy to accomplish. I think we're in safe hands by the fact that we are kind of not just, should I say, dependent on international technology, but that we are doing everything ourselves in terms of self-reliance, and that will give us impetus to be a major player in the orbit and in deep space. And the entire effort that we're putting in terms of localization and developing local industry will bear fruits in the years to come. Thank you once more, Mr. Narayanan, for joining us today, and Sanjay, as always, thank you very much.